In Module 2, we will discuss strategizing the business model. The objectives for today would be to be able to describe and develop a business model that creates customer value in a product or service, as well as describes how the product or service will be delivered that is aligned to the personal vision statement that you had completed in Module 1. We will discuss opportunity creation, trending analysis, and business model. Thomas Edison said, "We often miss opportunity because it's dressed in overalls and looks like work." This module will take substantial effort in order to create a successful business model that you'll be using for your strategic plan. Opportunities can be identified by studying markets, industries, and competition, observing and researching demographics, lifestyles, and habits, identifying problems and needs, watching trends in your personal network. As we get older, doesn't it seem like time speeds up? When we're kids, when we go to the beach, we love to do everything. We love to see the sand. We love to feel the sand. We sometimes like to taste the sand. If you've ever taken a kid to the beach, they're in a world of excitement because there's so many new senses. Oftentimes, as we get older and we've been to the beach many times, a day can speed by being at the beach because we're used to what the beach feels like and smells like and sounds like. And oftentimes the day will just slip by very quickly. So that's part of sensory computation. Your brain gets used to seeing things all the time. When driving a car, and if you've been driving a car for a while, you get used to navigating on roads and you get from point A to point B almost without thinking about it, right? You still pay attention to the cars on the road, the stop signs, red lights, green lights, but you know how to operate the steering wheel, and if you're using a stick shift, you would know how to manually shift. If not, you're still used to working with the gas pedal and brake. You do it without thinking about it. And this is how we operate as we get older. So sometimes we need to take the blinders off of us in order to see what opportunities exist in the marketplace. So there's a couple ways that we can do that, and I suggest you practice these activities. 3 questions that'll really help you to identify opportunities and be able to see more in your environment that you might normally just pass by or not think about is to put yourself in a situation where you're in a marketplace. So for example, if you're standing in line at a coffee shop and you're thinking about starting a business like a coffee shop, ask 3 questions, and this will help you identify some opportunities in the marketplace. First, look at the consumers. So it might be the people standing in line, it might be the people that have already ordered that are enjoying the product or service, and ask yourself, why is that person standing in line? Right? Really drill down to that why question. Are they thirsty? Are they hungry? Are they looking to interact with people socially, right? Are they on the way to work and they just want to grab some caffeine real quick? Why are they there? And so don't just say they want to buy a cup of coffee. That's obvious. Ask yourself why they're there. What is their pain or problem in the marketplace? And the next part is, what if? What if it were different? If you could design a business differently to answer that person's question, the why they're there, how would you design the business differently? What would it look like? And if you could define what it might look like, then the third question is how. So can you create a business that's wrapped around that what if that would solve the customer's problem better than what is currently offered? And if you have enough people like that, you can create a different type of business or modify an existing business model to offer something that's a better option for that person standing in line. So that's a way to generally identify opportunities. It's a fun game, and I would suggest doing it with a partner if you're not comfortable doing it with yourself, but playing the identify opportunities activity is really helpful for you to look at businesses a little bit differently. So what are the 4 steps to capitalize on an opportunity? If you're able to identify an opportunity, the 4 steps would be, 1 is to identify the pain or problem. That's really the why that customer is standing there. And 2 is solving the pain. And that's the what if. What if we were able to create something different? The third step is to create a profitable business model, which is what we're doing in this course. And if we can actually identify that we're making money off of every unit that we sell, then how do we grow the business? Can we expand it to more than one location? What is it that we can do in order to grow the business so we can actually make as much money and get the business as big as we want it to go? Milton Berle said, if opportunity doesn't knock, build a door. And that's what we're doing in these activities, is we're trying to figure out, okay, how do we identify opportunities, and then how do we actually construct a business plan that would be able to enable us to take action on that opportunity. The next section will be the trending analysis.